Ghana ni no emfaso Ghana fo nyina benya ene said na eye amanone fo dia no emfaso na Ghana fo nyina nya no eno etese edisa nkomo no ye bedi papa baka say takwa Diamond Goldfields ho nkomo en American aban se wo mo extension by 18th of this month no so mu seize omu operations. But who is going to be the new owner? Who is going to be the new owner of Diamond? Ehon na ye critical na mofuma asonto to for media misal ma bia kan ache bi say abrantie bi woni aban mu eso chen de wa aban mu woni aban mu so chen de wa aban mu wo ye mining yi bi na mate say the company na omo so bo kondo say obo be kan portfolio ho ene ye bedi ehon komo ene MPP minority led by Osahene Alexander Kwamina Markin omo so ekọ Kumasi Edum ene wo mo a ejahye wo mo ejapade no ekudi enkomo na eye wo hwe se the minority before nyina ekoye na wo ni dwadifo no edi nkomo na bibi ekoso eye unfortunate situation there, but they are also using it to touch base with the people of Kumasi. A chopper bia na se bebe mu amon pa che na bibia to twa because enkofo gidi se ne maybe anko yi nti no me gidi se ese bo minority for na baso se omotu anamon sa se omunyina leadership of minority any members kokoso nyina na ekọ Kumasi ene na na excited to behold. Of course Ashanti regional chairman of MPP also edimutinti man pa na me hu picture of national organizer so na bi enso me hu ono so picture ene o ma eso mutimi ko nyina no ene omokọ nti bedi ehon kobo na abusa for the past 3 months me gidi se matiti cocaine ho sensem de ya at least President Mahama nankasa confirm say ya chi cocaine o kwan bi so wo Cape Coast kwan so as ya na worth street value of about $350 million. But so far no cocaine is ma ben why na ye de na court what is it about bodu ni baba ku for din say ya asumasi ana obenten na ye gidi say ne de enti ya frɛ no po say ye toto na no ana so far nyanti bio ba kwa na Cape Coast kwan so mo bo bi din say wo ye NDC ni a wona wo ye aspirant parliamentary candidate by say wo lusu o ma boni din so far deny bia emai ye nka ho hwe yisika ya na yesi ye twa wo poku as side ho ba bi so ye no so almost 2 months down the lane obetia ne se jakpa ko holomo wo se yan mo nhwe Bank of Ghana boxes akese ene ha no bebre wan na ene dia yesi diba ko efe no de ye fe no one alaji international security 2 months niye one alaji no muntibi nya ne second name the full name because alaji de nyedin alaji de nyedin me se me mate bi kwawo na buso ni bia mponko nkramu da so na efe na alaji eti obi si ese mo na mo so obi adi boni sei na muntimi hu din enya din me to abonten se eti ye hwehwe na che no da bo bete baka ne se one alaji yeah some dem mo ke bi pa MPP for once again asa akasa ewo Kumasi in fact MPP spokesperson on agriculture na wono so ene wakasa yi ya wose koko ho sensem koko ho sensem no wose koko bo no ka ekosoro and so far these 2 statements na every koko board aba ya kire se omuntimi entu koko bo no mu nti hadwen pa ya no ntide ne honorable Isaac Yapoku na one year member of parliament for Offensive South na ono so wakasa ye se koko bo na se atum ebobe 8 o'clock won mko ba bi na mene ne be kasa ofri otu kwan afi no oba akranti no oben ankran a ono so ye ne be kasa ne yedi enkomo kakra na enei ensen kakra bi akoso and I think say a friendly fire minua Ernest Kofi Usu Bempa Bonsu wakasa minimum se na wakasa idea about nene mehu se wakasa se MPP lusu election no because of say MPP and choose the right candidate ama party no enunti na MPP lusu presidential elections no your own opinion your own advice na ketimi aka ne se memeti wen me support Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia 2 million times out and out, but nim ifs dim metimi aka Dr. Bawumia ho asemadi ne ho adanse from Monday to see the next day, the day before MPP ko primaries abrame mo opponent bi adin ewum ana ne competitor bi adin, because me jiri se Dr. Bawumia enema power no ho a yebetimi aton ya yemu bi adin se wo support kwaku anaboatma anasana bakro no. Don't denigrate where your general advice amedima will be. In fact, including Dr. Bawumia supporters ekure say when your opportunity say person can support they all support no asema kan no ho asem and try to run down the competitor. Don't do that. Don't. And because the moment you try to run down the person, or no so call force you the party say wa. Minimum say wo alphabet no wo dey 42 and obi dey 26. Alphabet nye nyina na ye wo. Enti wo ka ABCD bom a where the beba be form me ma me no. Sa na wo be form the same word amount. Enti asem bia wo betima ka afa me candidate ho bia no. Me so betimi aka the same words e dey afa wo candidate ho. E bia you no be. So be ka fa me candidate ho no. Me repeat the same words for candidate ho a wo so be twese kan. Enti mesre ton wo candidate. When na me di na chi me gidi se braso se di we say ma, of course a media person there obepe so beto to ano am waka nsem wa na babaye news sana media for tie na osu be mpade menua wo ye communications person and you say just by say yes what deputy director of communication but what go school as a communications person until you know unim and some make be the meaning and implications me and someone ko for be nyina e de da ho wo ka wo the data de ba say pede ebu abo. Dr. Bawumia they said no one year right choice for the party. Me pa so Dr. Bawumia no a parliamentary candidate ana. Sita MPP Lusu no Asante region. Na Dr. Bawumia a parliamentary candidate. Asante a greater Accra way. Central regions way across the country. Dr. Bawumia ye flag bearer, no a parliamentary candidate ana. How do you respond to this one too? Now obiaba ai enna Dr. Bawumia wo ye kremoni nti enna Christopher Anto amano ansesi bebre wo ho ye betima cite example bebre ho abusa say hey me patcho ye constituency ewe ora Henry Court na edi MP wa ha 4 times as I say me patcho enipa obetu no we dey be we kremoni me wa a Christopher work constituency do so say kremofo. How do you respond to this? How do you respond to it? Me patcho wo ko afidwase no adubiase enipa e wo adubiase akanfo do so chen ahoho Christopher do so chen kremofo ensu kremoni e na winning seat no ye no so woko Asin Central a Christopher wa Asin Central e do so chen kremofo enso so orobo kere Japan e ka se won ko biem we di 20 years orobo kere Japan ka se won ko biem MPP ni a omo represent no we Christo ni e ba ye kremoni abiti no na ye wo obi region bo ma we kremoni ana region nam afero ba be Christo ni wo ha no na we Christo na ba be kremoni ana almost all these points are not valid though. All these points are not valid. Data be in support to science and semono. And to me so person will support to be feel free support whoever you want to support. na decency embrem memeti hoyi obi em se me support Dr. Bawumia ene koka ene metim office me no Honorable Asare-Bediako akasa 42 minutes mete kasa Honorable Asare-Bediako almost every other week be kasa almost every other week ye kasa if I what crash me radio so it be blasted say radio me nya adwen but he doesn't care because me wo eboma pam the man ono so efa me say ne ba ne me ni aketo ne me a oboma me friend na obefa ye da ye chi me ada ya chi me anwumre na no afrem what na me ni ya me bo han man ka me beja wol man be say woni madi nkomo ahye me nkran hye me de say asa me kan boni bi anim say but you know asa to say next time no so no eja sentro ni de wo kasa na why careful say be wa no nkuti obi ye di ene me na kasa more about 42 minutes today before my best studio. But when you say me support Dr. Bawumia out and out, he's going to contest him, but he doesn't care because of a boomer palm what the man. Because one thing say even though me I disagree with him on certain things, you know, mean to me kasam manu en pon ku jala men ferry. Ababa ora bo cheja kwa body wiase men ferry say me kwa kasam manu akutia no. Etiebe politics na yen in such a way say wuria na unipa no wini a obetimi afa the other person na wan win no ama wabe support wo so ya no in such a way say wo lose a na ye frose be support a edi won kan say asema me kafa be opponent wi me sa kodi na tikopa me fere because wake kan say ma bro so dodo MPP eni obi adia obi also MPP ni bia equal shareholder eni obi MPP opo nim because mo la so campaign certain be nipa mra na nipa bad mu wie dia na mo sa ba friend ba ko so hoho the vote no quarter na say ye 1 ye ho easy or count to hoho vote by quarter or 1 enti media me see obi our right osu bempa betima support nipa kro bi o person support no but ye futu na me obi a general advice support whoever you want to support but wage a very decent campaign promote publicize your choice but MPP akọ contest Dr. Bawumia enya more than would have say would have 50% or mark can be 50% and you tell the world to say the decision of MPP for no you're wrong but won't kwa then the neck you're right hey sir anyway I for I want to be radio 5.9 program leading the Ghana nti FM Gordon Asare-Bediako abejofo nyina atenase nti ye ba bedi enkobo kakra ebo 8 o'clock kwa makacho se be free MPP spokesperson on agriculture na enedi nkomo ne ahwe se Ghana koko obo no Cote d'Ivoire for atom diem Ghana for kwa de se yentimi ntue diem ade ne yentimi ntue diem a enchechemu enhyeda ma etie no ye behwe ne ye di eho enkobo eti koka memwajo emwakwaba ne mate say nyame adom bibia boko okay enti en saka kana mabobo sui MPP for mpanifo minority akọ parliament so bakokuma se de akọ edum kumase wo mo a jahye mo ne ma no wo mo akwakosia mesa busa question say cocaine bibiri ya chine Ghana so far minimum what say do bi kokoto ana dialo si busa say se bi yefo bi an kokoto a what really is happening Goldfields that mind yes so and I say na ban say list no one steady mo bi but omo de be ma wo bi source so ma tie ne che say would ba ko no ni aban position bia na so wo chen do ye prime minister enti no wo so but say ye say de be ma no ye no ye be hwe ne di eho enkobo and now of course those who been pass asema no so e da ba betum no enti ye ni nkomo nyina de wo person de fa no
me de start osu bempa
okay
mechia obibia o tie yen a o hwe yen na meda yen panimfo a o matumi akọ adum akọhwe PZ for no na mesre so se omo momodin na omo wo kantamanto no so no omo hwe se bibia to yie a
okay
se ne be ya deɛ sinima nsi bio na yenyin yenti minority leader afenyo ne team ye mo ayade mo atie nim sɛnea mokɔ ya mo de kroye regional chairman wuntumi so edi mo anim a bibia akɔ I think say mo ati party nim ɛna minim sɛ nkrofo foforo a ɛwɔ party ni nkunku bi ɛwɔ party no so bo mo so ebekɔ akɔyɛ adɔyɛ nti ebɛboa ba mesre akase ye ka hohwo a owosu bempa bonsu wo ye hohwo e ye party no
sese
ofiri baabi na obedom ye
ba ye ne se nyehwe
onka ye ho ba me pese me establish say onka ye ho
dabi ye no so de me no sa description de me nyi to
me wo de me ka wi a obeti ase
founding members na wo ka ho
dabi se ubedom ku a ye de osom na nhihye any party ideologies wo ho
okay
what the party ideologies no now nim party ni tradition now nim na bakosem yi no maybe wo ho amfa ho ndore enu nti na meka so ye ho no
I see
what you see security party no ase enim hwe de oye ni nyina no eye ebufuo ene yawo ne yawo ni nyina ne se oye baomia pro ne yawo ni nyina se campaign time don't person a lead communicator for the baomia campaign
but he was deputy director of communications for the party
and only come on here didi ye
okay
otumika se na nkrophobia hijack party no ye manehwe ye na onim de ekoso but
as deputy director of communications ayi me pacho regional friend say oti regional organizer wa ha ba unya mem because uba mu say pa be say asem no ubetu pa ba kese so enti obi say the message that minya introduce you
okay ready post be now it's a mess say probably we get George Kwatin Adenta edit to the post to say he reach out Osuwempa reach out to Osuwempa on his Facebook post
yes
now Osuwempa say that is not what he said
but I've listened
I'm coming
okay
yeah I understand wherever he's a communicator here they are on the same platform but once I believe say George Kwatin will not speak any other language than me a day
yes
because me share the first person I'll buy George on a platform and I found it where from these things to our back no we have more of the
no yes but
I am
you
not
can't
against,
you see
I am not against what you are saying
what he has obed discredit obi e kan semfa obi hu no eko se oka se enye sa na okan no aden oni pakon ko yi voice bi fufuro free baby okay me ba to some large extent no headlines bi be by
yes
okay
yes
headlines be by ya ne bo na e be twisted utia sem okan na headlines bi wan nye asem put na wakan no headlines ne buy it no na yen say George na kasa but dem me ka ye die me ba cho wo da me ba o dabi tie wo de dabi
what is it no me address video no nye headlines
it me dem me ka
nye headlines video no because ko an go ka we beba
in fact ma say that tie the making
nipa no the first here obey interview
hello dabi
bro what you say
to aso yenko
first one udi mpanifo bi achi ekoye donation oye statement ekai platform no so no oye fair statement tama honorable ken koye donation oye fair statement ekan say we need a new candidate and a new face enti
yeah they say no problem
waba Accra asan Kumasi arrange interview oni pa kono SM church o tro de odi be man no odi be den odi be ye adwuma aden na asa now when you issue a disclaimer asa now ade na won tro nka say ade a wo ye ni normal e wo public no it does not reflect what really happened. Obi a mehu se wo yes se wo be defending no I will descend with you. Obi a mehu se wo defend I will descend with you.
That's obi a the right
of feel say no say wo defend say send your kind oni media house na say clear no obi a nye ni spokesperson ye pe ye hu fi a be kwa akogu okọ clear okogu obi pe papa penimu hu fi ekika de obeka no afi na obeka de we shouldn't do that. Enu ti na make say oye hoho party no so onye hoho na uye baby na wugina wo party mu eni mfaso a wunya sa nya director of communications e wo Ghana Gas mfaso e ba ma wo ka no ma bi wo ho na wo ya wo be careful obi a wo ne side bo obi a wo send your handle no what you say manage your candidates, market your candidates, promote your candidates, project your candidates, but don't malign somebody's candidate. I am against that. And Washasi, and if you know him, a minimanta, I see a manity as a sad and so. So all your way, a way to he's testing the waters because he wants to come for organizer.
And yes, she said about the strategy, no.
Yes, but I didn't so go be hufi.
Aha, fine.
Ube to me I can be beer, but don't malign the party, don't malign Ubia, and only baby a me what problem wo. Okay. Inti say baby a teacher abuane eden e one son no baby a ye interview ofo say o my eden ko back na nyo munko ye obi ani new issue. You've said your piece. We've also responded to your piece. I don't think so be by attacking with integrity and our personality. Issues in here deal with. God don't man see.
And one sit. But that's my men could ni komi. So far no na empedifo po kasenka obi opeso contest bi near their denka ye yutwi break ho yem say ura hakman uswajeman council chairman on put the declaration about bonte say Saturday no holom. But it seems say been taken by events ubia ko ba bi said ne nkofo kona bana edi akiri na bana boho ne ade ade ebi a party ni ma so mo edomo na isi for mo a party na mbubu enti no mo jani sa but ope party ni yenso so a wo ye wo campaign ade no na why you careful means what meti asema usman pass no kind bia wo ni sha comment bi ho a I just also there are so many other issues we deal with.
Senior medawase
yeah
na mechia me bra penyin kuka na senior man the original organizer of the party.
Yes, Felix na yaw ade
very strong man.
Yes, me nua penyin no
pa na say senior man kuka wakasa wakasa yi na mom no baby kitwe bi pe na me ne nya adwen.
Okay,
baby oka say owusu bempa hoho
a statement I'm mejitum.
Hono de me ne nya adwen wo honum kakra.
Na ho say me chire wo. Na say your tradition.
O de
culture.
O de jai mane ne.
Sa no ma no unim na wa amfo aso a wo ye hoho.
Okay.
I think say 2 weeks ago I share our platform with you.
Yeah.
I made mention of the principles of the NPP party no.
Yeah.
I think say a lower standard make kakra.
Say
when we read the history of the NPP proud to 1992 na eya dimpo se obi beba out abeka se me ye NPP ni and so ehu wo ho so this is what the founding fathers of the NPP party did. They went around the country and they were poaching people who are omufri say one omu musika kakra, 2 omu ye influential within their locality and omu poachi omu ebinumu ya de omu be ye constituency chairman, ebinumu ya de omu be ye organizers, parliamentary candidates, and omu be winning various seats at the maye. This is how the NPP became strong and stronger and the ye nyina na yababa be ka party no enti no say obi ya hokwo say obi free baby, and that is why last year and last 2 years yeah prime minister bi muka say ye Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia and no nka party no and no nyese. That is the tradition of the party. We poach people. People we think they can win power for us. People we think they can do something for the good of the party. baby a NPP ntimi nko no ye pochi obi wo hono mu a ye free say saa nipa we betimi ayeden aboa ma NPP no etim wo hono
me my example
obetimi ma example
Dominic Nitiwu.
That is of course, and that is where I was coming. Bimbila,
yes.
Dominic Nitiwu, he was a teacher. Back then, time by election, he was poach. Teacher no issue, but then no among the cucumbers, no a very popular and a very strong man. Ye pochino. And then Dominic Nitiwu, it should be there do. He won the Bimbila seat for us. And as of today, I mean, no can say Bimbila seat has become, the stronghold of the party. Oh, baby, as in Central, the same thing. As in Central, as in North, the same thing. A candidate was put, and a man called he won the seat for us. Met me akoso. So what I say? Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, the same thing. He won power for us. And you know, I am in person. You be going to where you say like me brako kaka say no sika na asem no. Mama ye nyina nkan bom. MPP and the ye. Say who party A project your candidate. Who party B project your candidate. Na say you be go obi hu fin ama wo candidate aba be ye yi de emwa because say who candidate win na be presidential candidate. That candidate will need everybody on board to win the presidency. Of course. And then I mean, person back into the issue of and I win the year and you lose you and I win the year and you lose you. Me person back on and there is something I know some man phobia start here or move blame game be kokoso. I don't want us to be going dwelling on this kind of when the year and a bureaucracy and not done for the name you lose you. Who told you that? Who told you that? And you see that conversation, I think I was a pedanier discussing here. Nobody, no candidate within the NPP can win the presidential election without capitalizing on the legacies of Nana Danko Akufo-Addo. Nobody. Of course. Nobody. Of course. The era Nana Danko Akufo-Addo the past 8 years, nobody can become president from the NPP without campaigning on the legacies of Nana Danko Akufo-Addo. Let's get this thing clear. And say idea was saying no, ya tenasi. Ya issue statement. Mo being kwa bontin ko kan idea be division be party. And I think say we should stay, according to the position of the party. Me da wasi.
Mesbe dasi ni komi enti mame nko Felix Nanaya wade with regional organizer hono mo na mention the position. Felix what the be fa himfa we are na yedi
mame ni kan cha na me ncha me nua na mo studio ha.
Dasi
ni komi ni ye baba ko pe kon kakra ka ho na mother the new patriotic party youth now say say energy ene nenra any lawyers lawyers are call in the aid of Mahmoud.
Yes and upon
arrest on alleged false publication I mentioned the court granting the bill.
Yes, and
I believe that's the direction, the way to go. Say party na youth no started ebobo number and councils no my idea ne party no Rajomwadu was with us throughout you and the youth organizer Salam so be joining with the youth
now
and when in fact I even call Afakwa lawyer Afakwa yes you could do on and Gary Makoso by
na Moses Abonzo.
Yes, on the show leader.
Mame and single out. I mean, one about so 2 weeks ago, Mindiha and now always been paying for Baha. So they came in my absence.
That's right.
And now me no more a Kasai. Now says or buy no, or more to the cars, you know, I said the buy was I don't know. Now almost say mask, visa, it's a loose mask with the same. It's a go for whom was a city pie a bit. Careful.
That's right.
And your movement it became suspicious. Eti wo mo te se me wo ha me ko no. Mo sisa boti. Am fa mobilizing ko fo. Say ko do mo ba. By that time I feel no omo ma me build na I had access to say me phone. And I so frame me say omo person ba me so nya hwe. Any person be ba me omo pe nipa mi no me sakra na aba. And so that's the most important thing. Any day bia no. In fact, a brand idea yake and nanopa most about the frame personally. Say the air coso e wo court ne kwa achebota court na say this obo mpedifo one so this ade ma ne Ghana for United.
That's right.
You see yes na e motive ma enipa nkranhye say e just fakoya de bone. Of course ono aso de esa e koy enti esa na eso hu say at least ufre duduom.
That's right.
Bibini a ufre obi a obi beba pachoto aso.
Enti your best say security we have hope in our security and judicial system. Moment to nase say ebia asema bana wo BNI na NIB now with peaceful atmosphere yeshwa ni sojafo with those things it's not going to help. It's rather heightens tension. Abrakwa yewo crisis in Boku.
Yeah,
you will be in Kwenta South. I bet me akoshe the way boss to a police foot you very scary. If we cannot believe in our policing, then where are we leading this nation to? Where soldiers are killed, the immigration officers are killed. I believe say we have a task ahead of us as a nation, and the president must come clear with a clear communication. The national security must be able to address the nation. Some of these matters are very worrying. Until Ocean now say year already now it is alleged and said say our galamsey sites now forest now are being taken over by you almost say vigilante for and that's a and for. However, even most say terrorist groups. So if yam fire one ne Ghana for wa ye bojo e wa hanum say bi obi kasi dai yi o okwakoda na ye su dai yi ase sanu ye kana
the yi
adeche ebeshia until it's a well wishes. It depends the way you get the interpretation. However, we are grateful to the court say what my grant a bill na and what he asem na interpretation dey only asheda
no man the court bill say
100,000 cedis with 2 sureties and then obey deposit is them on the passport.
Now what the media no maybe 5 million Ghana cedis.
Yours was not court. Was it court?
And your court.
Senka court. Well, that is why I'm saying.
Maybe they have 5 million Ghana cedis.
And that's 2 sureties. You are a public person. There's no way you run away from
5 million.
Until with the mask now, man for a mask. No, I coach you know. And until I have a national first vice chairman, I say, Obiba, yes, or treating as an armed robber.
Of course.
And which I side with him in many ways because Ocean mask, I made them when mask, ministries are almost me a terrorist. So we should be careful and give a very clear guidance.
Apart from that, 5 million. No.
5 million. Yeah, Korea there.
Hey, asabo.
No, salary. Abane kase muna hindu for. So you see.
Now one more year drugs. Commit equal. Yani mo bill na ye mo say.
Enti
5 million and that be tisu.
I believe say.
And we commit. Ma beti me ya. We say scan. We me.
Sasi kani ye hu bi. I don't say you betray me na. And I can't fit on for me mra na. Yeah, because you betimi e dia fradia.
5 million.
So to be honest, party for na ho kaka as an organizer no, ma hu say nyame aboa ye do ho ani ho chinje.
Yeah, of course.
And intima me first I was calling for calm. Ye fun kwa ye fun dwa. That is why we are party communicators. That's why we are family.
Yeah.
Ni come we enya party na de ma ba anka me ni come.
Dabi.
Mishan baby I don't believe say bia interest ebia bet share that chibi but party ni krama many we boom chain say bia oyeme na anama jaba.
Yeah, of course.
So when there are matters message your attention now from and also no I was say clear guidelines from the election review committee. I've always said that and I wanted those things to work because we have not begun, we don't even have a candidate. We have not even reformed ourselves as a party. And they say, who knows? Ucha Dr. Bomiasu menkwa.
Wakas won konzwe.
Say uchina kana upon semenko matumi wait ama Dr. Bomia. Who knows? So uchina onabu batwa bachaja akon eba no si me kwa ni aye kwa majama minu yam. So let us always learn this because in Yasana we will create ourselves as an enemy and then when it become compare what we are vibrant and make my use no because of say in same kakraya by anya botre. That is why I reference anytime I reference George Kwatin Adenta post. Patrona make say it doesn't mean see I'll be here as a regional organizer to side with because my person party the boom.
Yeah.
But men premise no ya do all was in the ye ni chichi crew. Into obi aniwa me dem hwe so wo. Sebi aye aka
Conference naka
no fin fan sebi ka fra
And ya fara mama
yeah.
Oh, Professor Duwa here.
Sitting vice president.
What's that here? Say me penny Honorable Rashid Bawanyan baby kwe. 2000 election year we are obi wa kan. I win. But that time so now MVP ni popular in Volta region here. It's now I was here to wait. As an independent, yet me a way through.
Yeah.
He became part and parcel of the party.
Yes.
And brought people to the party. You know, you won't go for a bra, you bet me, it's a mess. These matters, we should rather look at ways to solve this kind of problems because some of these utterances, you may know where maybe you may be coming from. The ocean may be a honorable can no ocean now, Dr. Bamian, say, any obedience there. And then say, boys not mobilized by no. They wouldn't have come. Some of them would have said, "Well, bomb your bodyguard in the member." But nobody said that in there. Everybody was there. Passion I make out here. Yeah, Papa John Boy, say Bicafra, where the current, he was the former general secretary.
Yeah.
But he's a leading member of the party. Also, my morale on the ground. So some of these things, and I disagree, if entirely, Minuano, so make it that statements now, then it's rather unfortunate. Some of these things we need to come together. See a bit me, actually say party no, about the party no, and he being a communicator no, also who wait. Me krana man konzuku krana me kasa. I'm being very careful say. And just me careful say me tell be. I know and believe in whatever I'm saying.
Yeah.
The message I me convey no, I believe in it. But there are some messages, the internal messages. Let us manage ourselves well and rather focus. There are matters on board. Cocoa prices are NDC for so meet me too. Until omo the campaign tia and ne cocoa omo so ntimi into prices in mu most of ba tariffs utility tariffs mo bete so and never ye tariffs no mo increase ye wo ho en mo ko galamsey size e ko ye campaign e sa hunsuo e be kire Ghana fo ni wiase nyina se MPP galamsey water ni ye ton na MPP galamsey water no enne and then they see galamsey na 3 months na mo ka se mam no we over 3 months.
So I take it say also be part any general advice we ni yan next topic so.
Oh. Say media de meka awin matimi afia no akra.
Okay,
minu ya no be ye adwuma ni na they are communicators, they are very good. Omunya professionals you bring them.
Aba koka de ben no.
Koka. Me channel say o man come because he's a communicator. He can be somebody. I'm not taking out of context.
Oh, I said that.
Baby ebia obekokodu no. Ebia no chakwa me ma be sire baby o ho. Nobody knows. This political scene that you me. Master obey you na we no be obi kura munimunu kura bebefa.
Okay, I kokoko board ne
so ye wa ha. Na eye di NDC. I promise Ghana for say. Ye ba koko na price no. MPP for kura sisi mu. 6,000 no kura e betu mako anim. Na ko. Ene ye ra 2,000. Ene President Mahama. Ye pa bi sa se den e na sesa e wo man mu. Ani koko fu a omo do koko ya tutu koko amama mu a yenum ti won tutu koko mu a up to now Ghana intimi into koko so here. It's a question I want to ask and we need a clarification and demand accountability from this very government, the NDC led government. So they should be transparent in their communicate to Ghanaians. Ghanaians voted to them based on trust. So that trust and your bond with them and your MPP and your NDC trust, it is the national trust and the national security trust is over breaches our trust now. No my communicate officially. It's a threat to the national security. As the basabasa eba, omo me kokodo fo, ene mo ton on kokofo, e ma galamsey for. We are talking about galamsey. You see, it is say ye ka galamsey nsema. We are not looking at the causes of galamsey. Say ebia, wa chance we betu koko price mu. Wan koto into ochina galani ni ko no komana price you are say o twa koko no gumi. I saw an old man me out say my cocoa farm is not yielding any money for me. But rather when I call them and then do gala and I cook one 7. Then let us also go here. That is a question for us to see within these coming days. We want to see. Until this week, I will be sure. Say, no nearby mother treaties are not a will be accountable to the good people of Ghanaians.
See, omo the statement be omo first statement amabo na internal memo. And deputy acting deputy CEO of Cocoa Board. What the sign is hard yet. Eka say omo ntimi ntu no oka che for no private for say omo mtutu cocoa no. Na owie yellow na backlash in the buy na Cocoa Board try some more PR gimmicks. The statement on the babontin we 9th April 2025 was said the public should disregard any statement suggesting a producer price announcement. There was said the public is advised to disregard any statement or news suggesting a decision or announcement on the producer price of cocoa. The reasons for the disregard are as follows. There is no board of directors in place, hence such a crucial decision can never be taken. There should be in place a committee by the producer price review committee, which also is yet to be formed. In view of the aforementioned reasons, there is no way such an announcement can be made in almost Omovi. So the signed by Public Affairs Department. Now the question is, first one now, Deputy CEO no de Koyen, who gave him the mandate? In fact, Masaya Shushemuache say, Sa letters no modiko biano, a deputy CEO, and na per tradition was signed. And then you fake signature on one and a deco. But
so one who mistrust.
Yes.
Because I don't know intimate, you'll be asked to short native the so Coca, you see where these people are handling us. Obedient yes here. Into bed the class authentic, but it is authentic. It is authentic. And it's a national security threat.
Yeah.
Because Nyo cannot cast galamsey na niebe makoko for niama attractive. Siebe mom sika ama asoma ebit ma so omon ton koko mfo ma galamsey for. Patrona make out here.
Yeah. So
these are main causes. One of the reasons are ama galamsey koso. And there's a mistrust between government and then the cocoa farmers and Ghanaians. It's government must come out with clear communique and tell us if there are challenges. Opposition government, you're 1 year 2 pukomu. Yeah, neutral. It will still come back and then offer solutions to government.
Yeah.
Say, we are available. But you should let us know. It must be transparent so that we know about this thing. My answer, where one of the topics. My second one. No?
Yeah.
Cocaine. The cocaine saga. Mesre. I believe, say, this is the second time cocaine some Ghana. The first one was announced. Whether true or not, there has not been any clear communique from government, any clear communique from the national security regarding the owner of the cocoa, whether arrested or not, cocaine, whether arrested or not. There has never been this thing. It's a lack of transparency. Is it true? Whether if that has happened, if it has not happened, we need government to respond to this with immediate effect. Say, be transparent to Ghanaians. Ghana cannot be a transit for cocaine or a cocaine hub. We were here when people were condemning the Akufo-Addo government. On top of that, yet me free SHS. Yet me ama acquiring various infrastructure they call here. Look, our youths, our unemployed graduates are not go straight, sir. Omunya 20 cedis into me from Trotsky. Obi krabe kono girlfriend akwohwe na krana. It's a problem. Obi are university no or girlfriend anya ferry when you were adult. Na yaba yet me dey napko aso mu kakra. See we criticize this thing. We may have our challenges by one of the alternative livelihood. We are talking about youth employment from 2000 for the year up to now. Youth employment. All our youths are my you apply not to be a health center, a bit for my nurses, a be a teacher for a be a distance courses and or my professional teachers, professional there's doctors, engineers. Contractor President Akufo-Addo de Maye, we're talking about local contents. We have our people on the field. Economy is about your pocket, and then how we drive the nation. Improvements are about nation. Until the government must be held accountable, and at the end of the day, we seek clarification from government. Say, born now only Ghana for war, yeah, or more catch say, Ghana, or make critique in Yumama in Utah, and ne. You to know, anya yuma nyebom nembom ye yom edi efin yumam. And then you were also talking about the mines issue. Say a binum take over. I know say for sure say from what I've read say they reapplied.
Yes. Or must satisfy BBR, but I buy so what they need ya. Or won't renew lease in my work. I am 18th of this month.
Wow. So and in here, when we are in campaign season, yanko for ni be so ni edika edibem and e be so di for because adia na de nam enam yeshi galamsey for bi machines ye. In fact 2011 I wrote about this thing and told them say machines ni yanje nanka yem farmer district assemblies not dredgings and kitten near yeah
that's us always
and then the green field when you are caught as a galamsey Now foreign weight we watch here. We must make that foreign weight now a year reclamation. Uria, obese duya in Nuaba. In Nuaba no so no unkotono baby ao. Obeko Forestry Commission. Into a ban kasakra benyasika. So we have measures as party, as government near woman. It is a buying at Miaba. Me pastor say enye atrone na da bi no da beda da Ghana for dia. He must come clear and give us reasons why cocoa prices intimi nkoye. Reasons why galamsey water guards for your commission me soldier for nkasa kra edit to ekoye kra no. Ya huna no na water guard ya ye de ne ko gina wa water na ye ka no.
Obunu muswemi di.
The mad enye swimming asemo. Mad na ohoro no enne ku nipa no. Nti boys ni twi boat no ko sip infifi ho no ma baby are dangerous no utu why wa just ko no waka ho na over draw in
madam for be so experience bi was so kwalo ma ko gina isu ni infifi
no
they beckon you to come almost a brown be chime
no
so buni mu o fa ha no wa mem na de woko
make us me ne fuma bie na officer be 2011 above machines ko be 70 me mfa na din tuta for a reason e wo Asante area ho no and also yempa yangu masa ade be che no boys na tutu omu tutu machines na masa what has here and we must tackle and look at alternative livelihood. This is how we can come, just like the NAPCO have mentioned to you. Community mining na nka introduce no be any MPP for the go akwama near ye but ye no na NDC for bi no so nam site e ka say omo de omba omeja gala no ama na koso but the same people are ka say MPP for na gala no. So who is inciting galamsey? It's me the best way. On top of that, no, we there ebe come a young kasa MPP for no. Ni ebe can be no say ya mat together and united party ni first and yield any better fruit for us.
Okay.
It's best say the energies we have no, we should rather rebuild ourselves. We are together already. Let us continue to trust our leadership and make sure say the guidelines are part in the beba. Your party constitution some dey go or lay down procedures some dey go on mo e be die na mpenifu so no ya kan ho some of this agitations we no me hu ya on bebre o TV so aya me say so when we finish these were some of the reasons why we lost the 2024 elections. The insults were too much. Instead of conveying campaign messages like the free SHS the National Health Insurance ayi ho agenda one yesi ye nurses for your ma wie suku am titi fie betim dia form anjuma economically betim boost to man ya because meeting international standard. These are things that I believe say we should channel our energy by in all no party boys no any ladies no o man ni hwamo bufu na ba bufu nyina so no you leader you choose na yen hwe na party penifon so for guidelines engu animanima ya so that obi nko ye ni aye hu bi because Koka disagree ni candidate baby about honorable Achaja akon maybe I make one make presidential who knows na say o disagree ni me a say me ko we no influencer can I go and use him
untimi
so mesre say
untimi
ye fun kwan fun nwa.
All right, some
of these matters can be carried to the party headquarters the appropriate headquarters and look at sanctions here we can we ni man na kan here no ombra mechim we demand an apology which is an internal problem to us because external na there cocaine we want it to be addressed by the nation. The insecurity and the police newu, or channels newu, or channel we want to know. Kusoja for no so be or one man, and no see, Oshabakubia, many be and I for a casa, no, no, say, yeah, or that. Now, or Rashame, and besides, what is your problem? So, over my attention, you cannot rush. When you rush, we are rushing millions. And when we have Boku, if you know who are one there, I don't know if I call Boku. What's here? I want semi breaker. And so if this boy says, oh man, I was on TV one day when I heard the NDC. In fact, on the two, NDC focus I wish candidate John Mahama. They say get prepared. Me say we shall not get him. We shall not wish him dead. On the 2 million wahene. And say we shall rather wait. That the Jabankwano war.
Some can say a yimu na
Jenana.
Anything can happen.
That's right.
So you should get prepared.
And I said we don't wish him dead. But I should rather say and witness Dr. Bayomia becoming the president. But our own internal matters led us to these problems.
Yeah.
And I believe it's not far from truth. That is why we are coming together and we needed everybody. So Koka, we need you on board. Some of these things no. On this matter, you can sanction and write to wherever you have to write to, and then you'll be caught. So that you are energy.
ade we anya asem o
nti godon we dey
eti ma me enya no kwan pre
nti mediame sremo na mo ye no godon mediame
1 minute 1 minute boko crisis
yes
and to kwa enra ne yenya so many text message from police for especially be brave almost say almost be resign because you say no mumpo na aye target police for no as is maba be target e will look at you for the say said police dey so genia na omo attack you until one person resign judgment no
minia
just 1 minute
ma men kana kwanchiro the way I carry politics e wo oman mu no too bad and lead to sanimai and politicians crampa. These are the things yene Dr. Baumia wo ti region no see we jazz kind and then gas boom and then biakoye danna yete say omashe into he has to leave.
Yeah, I remember
ama eduane ayeye ne ayina no ekai in what region.
Yeah, I remember
eduane canopies ni nema rent buses san kokofokra buy in advance abeji hotel ne ayina no just because of that. But the Boko crisis, young politicizia ebeye. Say manana people are calling for nana or yapa otumfo, and I've told them say we should include our chiefs in some of these matters, and in politics, crano they must be an integral part because they have wisdom on their tools. Say because I say ma politician intiminka or hinbe transfer kana
simple cry.
Obekana easy. Say your friend and anonymous informal, then the youth groups will leaders in the bar. They are no more than police, but say you're careful. Let's say police for lose they can equally lose in central region, OT region, and everywhere. That means there's no policing.
Yeah.
It's a message. I say you're IGP. Next time, and you say you're called Akopacho. We are enforcing the laws. Obia or touch Libiano. Monchereno. Obia ebia autumn weapons. Monchereno. I buy no responsibility so better to me I responded to it because you were or the aye campaign NDC for the year campaign we demand so about Ghana for you say campaign and you buy no maybe an answer. I cannot speak for them but we demand accountability and transparency because without transparency Boko crisis cannot end. And at least we have the Minister of Defense, the Interior, the Attorney General, the whatever there is special prosecutor, a honorable military, a woman to my one and knowledge, use wisdom, interact with the leadership. Whatever be the problem, let us resolve it. Now, just like the Nkwanta crisis, it do should be catch on 6. I am from although a one as a canon, but may assure say actions coso. No fire for no don't start so a huma say, leaders, gang leaders, youth leaders in science say, yes, sir. When you arrive, fine. A do a bina by dressing will be a horn mouth. Me tell you to one more. I can say I have me yaje. One pair and no. I buy what who to me say obit my sinners from your bed. But we have offered one solution to government from the MPP into your own say or by a normal transparency in that day. Tell me that I'm in shout. And let them be acquainted with the answer. No problem. Why
I was up for NT Felix Nanaya what day were ye uti regional organizer. MPP and Namote say also Abejoinia or the Ababidi and common high sense for see or more washing machines or more smartphones, sound systems, water dispensers, micro blenders, rice cooker, kettle, irons, air fryers, and never be or more it will be our honor. And to wait to me or more showrooms in the what is Legon, Kissiman, Achimota Mall, North Industrial Area. That's Soma La Paz, Wessel more broadcast Kaswa. Just a handful and Umuni Kumasi or more Holomo or more Takwa or Bosco for you attack Radi Mankisim. Why any Sunyane Techiman Tamale, Babia across the nation or more ever has said more. It may come for high sense for and Nama Eddie Amam Pacho Koleko Jibi or Matito Kama. Now quality no so dear or more uncompromise on the quality crowd. Never would they do that in Tino. Make come for high sense. And Emawo. Gastro mixture. So was to mark also typhoid fever. And I say, did ness we ya. Koji gastro mixture de be. Mensoplax mixture also. Ema ubun sade se wuchiro kakra. Koji mensoplax mixture. Prostaplax mixture also. Emma especially prostate enlargement. And I say what I do so be. And I say Johnson also Emma. Make come for Prostaplax mixture at the amount. Open to support to a past ventures or Kaisi drug lane. Nana Bosch hair bar, Tama Community 1, Ekus Pharmacy, a Shaman main station. With my from 0248778899. 0248778899. 99 House of Drugs La Paz omo holm tabia takum ememedru enti en mesi enchechim ememme nyina Supreme Court judge eno no nyame adoma ifiada ebe special edition of Bichim Saturday holiday yemma beka omo pese omo etu Chief Justice if you are na kunya so no you be di en ho nkomo ene adamata ba ko be se bi di ho nkomo enti membe nyina Supreme Court judge no ene tabia takum hodo okunya ka wasema se pedia na je se ne uye winner ankasa koka yemma wo holum bi issues na me bo so no yi wo holum cocaine ho cocoa board nsensem wo holum dama wo holum galamsey ho asem wo holum and of course there koso eso wo boko eso wo holum kede na befa
let's start with the cocaine nsensem.
Okay,
I think it's Reverend Honorable Tim Forgio started ni suspicion unim yenye educated and a yensuade or ye member of parliament and or war committee, defense and interior committee. So
no ye ranking member
into our right say suspicions be aba. In any case, flight no bobo dino flight na poppy up see a but adia ubia musa government ni say one cocaine na echi and street value e buy no o de 3 ni nyina abomu a na ye almost $500 million. Nkofo a ye bobɔ nkofo bi din say omo na ka ho besi na yenye prosecution bia
Debbie.
And it's also been alleged say flight na if you chrome it is how powder no ko
Sasa ji
baby a ade no ko say the light of any inconsequential normal na esi ye ni nyina no e wo airport ho no Honorable Nekasa never in his statement no accuse government and our party in power but party in power and government EDG Emma Ibidru baby what the spokesperson for communication nipa no ye comes the kind of president ni beto ye baby a ade na godru no fela yenya e kire se ade ni krom ha but enti ade no ekopie ho ana say the alleged stories na ye no to create suspicion of an arrest, to create suspicion of an alleged cocaine powder, all because a process of a transit eba. Abedru baby a ebedru a yepese ekọ baby ekọ no. Enti ne yes but say aban no say ono or ye clean or ye honest sincere government at least ka we probe wom. But there here free say once I deal with international, I can tell you say in the next 2 months, say government any Ghana and to me provide the evidence on the flight issues and all the community where the drugs are and evidence are. CIA will do their own investigation and very soon the search system will be humiliating.
A hard dream. And walker no a hard dream. Me too kind. Aku minister bia. I don't even say no walk on a private. It is why I'm find the service passport. Ne call na me dinechi. But also I'm one because we say you want nema itimidi egu luggage and the itimidi shed luggage. I said they say in the plane national. One no say the money be na a dozen on the handbag ni is you will free na yeah just a version ya roll me na me james and na was kwa so yes sir e gina baby e free benti and yes anka all those thorough searching nka enkoso a question be a everyone was say you be a dream ma so dey musa so na say ya busa na menyanya answer no a plane bear me said 9 no. First one na ibisi ha no. So omo anka say the final destination na ya. Omo say ko baby na se ne tie pie ba ko po no se nye tie ba ko mo se refuel okay refuel na wo ko hin e na obey refuel no wa ba ko so mo se na ne tie na pie no he fa na wo ko e na ne tie na e pie wo wiem e na wo de ebesi ha na ha ni destination ana sa question we no yenya answer he fa na eko and that there is no way say plan na mu wiem a ne tie be pai plan na mu wiem a the tie empai and na because e ba ko say the compartment no fa say e se kwa say bia say pai ya plan no gina because obeda gina eti he fa na eko me fa say na eko baabi and no who say okay the tire pie will be able to for rough road hey and this for one with you able to for rough road will be able to play the pie the tie the pie yeah no ko he for na tie the pie will be and obesi Ghana no
utie senia no mani bi ka wa e na ya ye sasari Ghana for ejimi for tie na pie na be na land or ground into play nessence en wiem na yesesa tie no what you see enti we Ghana ni now for say bia NDC call MPP call opposition or muma NDC on useless stressor e bia we busia ni bi betu kwan acha May June July security search various airports ufri Ghana e be different and aboko asem no unia me matna order issues na e wo ho
what about that
ko matna order me have brother Efri Navrongo.
I see.
Yes, Matna Tamale. Some catch your Diamond FM.
Yeah.
UDS schools, entertainment name musical concerts. Inti Matna ho.
Adongo bra.
Adia ya ye any sa bronono ana kruno MY. Se obi tumi bie na no the year politics and I'm not seeing any religious leader or condemn the president because I hold him responsible for the abano. He should be held responsible. Now me feel so address soldier for no ko facing microphone. Now me feel say almost say they are in charge and they are cracking down on everything. And then one ma japa ne microphone anko facing so the best security system utumi crack it down gold syndicates utumi call Bank of Ghana fee utumi invading for privacy I don't know how much Japan in the team no man call now after offering to for President John Dramani you have the best military team you see you can't precedence INTS the worst thing it was the demotion and sacking of that your friend say the high rank military. Two, the police service, the IGP no on your public speaking person into more managing the public speaking and then the public engagement.
Yeah, you are right.
He onye obia onim nipa mukasa inti ese mu manage.
Yeah.
What you see?
Because that will go fee.
And I knew unim and Mamikacho, there was another serious thing unim say kono. Ocean Kofune Jane China. There was no high rank as a new colleagues your friend is saying commissioners ni and it's there was nobody holding lower ranks so
okay madwe maso
ko share video no they share pictures no there was no to say commissioners omo was our level no the various IGPs no ranks no
COP
no be
any DCOP for no
yes enti even on the grounds no na fallible
na light
how say intelligence team mu ko shianko for then you go and meet one person to you met only one no kusasi any mampusi but let me tell you they are different about 8 different but mu nyina obi a wo interest into we take line
kuka ne MP Kuti Komosisi a. Honorable, good evening.
Good evening, Sir Gordon.
Me patro na ho te saying.
Ami adum ne mo pai boy ho ye pa.
Ye da wase no ho brase. Ye nyame adum ho de e wase. Abusafo Honorable Isaac Yapoku wo ye member of parliament for Offenso South MPP. Ene ne ba bedi enkomo na eno mo ye press conference e wo Kumasi ka se kokoo buo no ya ndis aban se won tumu no omo de omo eti ase a enyeye. Honorable atwe ni ho nkobo. Adentam mo ye sa press conference no.
Yo me das. Yentia Gordon ye that press conference no and say yebeto aba na MPP etu kokoo buo mu e call 3000 ena amansan edwa no esan pagya kakra ene ho a omosan de 100 Ghana etu so na NDC fompanyimfo nyina Eric Opoku, the current minister for food and agriculture, Atofosin, the current minister for finance, any NDC mpanyimfo ni bebre say nanado eye obi ani trimo eden pa na as a senko maikuya for 6,000 Ghana cedis per bag. Nyame yo madom no mu win elections no mu win ya ombetua akuya for 6,000 cedis per bag. And nyame ncha dom akuya for omo promise me di omo manifesto kura so na omo aseti wo say omo tun akuya for the producer price no be koso atu memre bia world market price no ebe koso no nyame ncha de say na bekan ye no omo winning elections omo winning ye e no omo ka si o ka FOB ni ko na omo ye omo de so omo 60% e mo de be cost 70% ya twenya omo enka bibia nyame ncha de na no na Cote d'Ivoire for atu omo de mu omo tumu by 22.24%. This is say Cote d'Ivoire for cocoa no so the bag Ghana sikemu a omo tua 3,635. What is to trade there no one let a difference woman no 535 Ghana cedis. And you want sha cocoa no nyina light crop no nyina be ko Cote d'Ivoire. Na mama cocoa farmers same promise say moba mobetum akọ 6,000. After the encotia omo issue letter signed by Dr. Kutiati say Cote d'Ivoire for atumukra omo de omontum. No more two reasons. Say the entire omontum operational and financial implications. Sana Dr. Kutiati estate war ne letter ni more the command license buyers association leko back for. Adianche no more sign issue another circular to all the press say yen disregard any decision bia security na omun take decision bia if you say omun need board of directors and the producer price review committee so is also not in place into omun to men to cocoa and then press conference na make us say chief executive now about from sabi no ni cocoa board ho nti bia onyamche ni amabiase ntimede beche no public affairs director so aban so mate se on so ye kofo nti on so mede beche no na yewu akutu atede me na ye adwuma pen someone NDC by 2012 to 2016 no ona na ye deputy chief executive in charge of operations and as you see na obeye in charge of agronomy and quality control no so Dr. Francis Ma on so na ye adwuma pen nti omo nyina enim am se mo ntum futuro enwu akuafo ani. If you say the producer price review committee, no, a standing committee a ewo ho me ne wo kasa say is in place. And the board of directors be an every producer price review committee. The sector minister no ono na year chairman. And Bank of Ghana governor no oye is also represented on it. On one bit me akọ anasa mo obi esina nine. And farmers no so war rep so and the holiest omo mo twi cocoa no so war rep so and license buying company for LBC no so war rep so and ISA research institution omo war le go no so no omo so war rep so a standing committee and board of directors bia and eba be form ɛna yɛsan ka sɛ operational challenges ne deɛ ɔmo anka yɛbusa wɔ press conference no mu sɛ ɔmo ma yɛnhu operational challenges a ɛno nti ɛyɛ so compelling a ɔmo ntumi nto kokoo mu sɛ ɔmo ba yɛ adeɛ a ne nanado ne yɛwura bawomianom institute in place no so ɔmo asesa biribi foforɔ bi na ɔmo yɛ ɛne yɛnim ɛno nti ɔmo ntumi nto kokoo mu a ɔmo ma yɛnhu ɛne yɛsan ka kyerɛ ɔmo sɛ ɛma wɔn nkɔtare kokoo board ɛka da biara wɔn de na kokoo board de ka no ɛno nti na akuafoɔ bra wɔn abrɛ wɔn toil ne wɔn sacrifices nyinaa nti wɔsɛ wɔn tom na ɛyɛ a wɔn nkyerɛkyerɛ mu ɛka kokoo board deɛ no tam a wɔn no afiri akonnwa so in 2017 no wɔn agya clean slate ɛde ma akuafoɔ anaa wɔn amfa kɛbi antoɔ ɛka na da 10-year loan a ɔmo kɔkɔgye from Bank of Ghana no ɛno ka ho na kokoo board egu so a ɔmo tua saa ɛka no bi a saa ka 32 billion a ɔmo aka no ebio buidam yɛnyinaa buidam a yɛnyinaa yɛnya so mfasoɔ no saa ka no ebi ka ho ɛnyɛ sɛ bi a kokoo board ɛkɔgye sika bi na sɛ bi ɔmo kyɛma mpanyinfo a ɛwɔ adwuma mu ɛnte saa buidam yɛ a yɛyɛ no saa ka no a ɔmo ka 32 billion no ebi ka ho na Gordon nia ɛsan so ɛyɛ ayɛrɛho paa da biara ɔmo kan na ɔmo yɛ film ɔmo ba ban mu 2013 2014 2015 2016 yadeɛ bi a yɛfrɛ no kokoo sasabro kokoo swollen shoulder virus disease na sɛnea AC ɛtrɛ sɛ kokoo no da biara meka me se biara bɛgu kokoo industry a na ɛyɛ saa yadeɛ no ɛno nti na kokoo research institute ɔwɔ yɛte yɛyɛ o saa yadeɛ no just say kokoo nyinaa nti 2013 14 15 16 ni nyinaa no NDC for ɛsɛ akuafoɔ mo amu ko treat mu kokoo akuafoɔ so mo ntumi nyɛ ɛna yadeɛ no koraa no so nyɛ individual asasɛm ɛsɛ sɛ wo treating en block ebi a wotwa 20 hectares a na watwa ne nyinaa na wadua na watwa 40 hectares na ne nyinaa na wasan so wadua nti wontumi nya enya makwani baako na mienu ebisɛ sɛ baako yɛ ne deɛ na baako anya ne deɛ ɛne nka wanyɛ koraa nkɛyɛ sɛne America no wɔn anya no nti yɛba ban mu 2017 no na yɛyɛ limited survey o ɛnyɛ total survey koraa na yɛyɛ limited survey yɛyɛ no na 315,000 hectares of cocoa land ɛna na yadeɛ no aka no 3,015 or limited survey na nye kokoo ni nyina akora na yeye yo western north nkoa no na omukoko a yade na ka no na ye 214,000 na okwo western north abonsu nkwanta dwaboso ne bia no ho nyina sese kokoo bi ani ho esem kokoo pa ye ayibi ho kobi we fro denjam kokoo anomoti ho na omukoko ni nyina so den shoot na se no na kokoo board for ekoje bosia omukɔgye loan from AFDB sɛ yɛmfa and treaty saa yadeɛ no nti me ne wo ka sɛ over 70,000 hectares ɛna yɛ treaty yadeɛ no a ɛno ahyɛ ase a ɛso nti sɛsie from October yɛbie kokoo no ebesi February na sika afa Bank of Ghana kokoo a na yɛatɔn a sika afa Bank of Ghana nko a na yɛ $2 billion. Free October, ABC February Peno, na $2 billion. What they call Ghana to come so and the Cocoa Board has the financial capacity to pay whatever loan or more a year. So and a cocoa no American Asha S1 and a besos after a besan so and the more moon share a cannon a cheap Yankase yin to me and cocoa and akuafo nti ye kan say ne tintini ndiketie nyina ne say omo promises a omo edema akuafo no ya omo gina so eto ababum ema omo no omo nya sa excuses bebrebe no promise bebrebe omo ye no omo nya omo enfofele na omo ntua 6,000 no ema kokoo akuafo
honorable utie wunteche mu ya so obvious say kokoo dwuma de uni mu pa ye kodi Easter aba nyame adu di Easter aba say pa from Benada to Yawada no yenhwe Benada to Fere yenhwe na Ebra studio na inchechemu but advice
me yajma cocoa board for 34 years and minimum pa minimum sem no bebre o
said the last time I mean we share you know and I can yes Ghanaism and I will catch me but I never compose in one brassy say me no kasa na so na mkwa so awoba era me say be me fra after that even what me do akra udru fie na wa send message say God nyame adum aba be dru fie me you couldn't get better
me do how friend me ba do na ya be church le kwa fo mu pa it say cocoa board for there na e be church lo mu ye pa na me san so aka God nyame ya adum na afi cocoa production e kosra ma NDC form fam wo ho samrane if you say sabi konfo no chi na otimi dua ade a adana na watwa omo baaye omo nua kokko bia ha ma nan so ye nyame ya adom na say production ne kosura se ne ameka ye sa rehabilitated and maribon farms na cocoa board for a treaty and na start elsewhere yield this fruit no ameba niam so many bebre o
I need come so wo de wo ye man of many colors na yetimedi ne ma be enkobo bebre alright busha for honorable Isaac Yawopoku a member of parliament for Offenso South was spokesperson
member for food and
agriculture yes medasi pa wo deserve say wonya sa post mo yade pa ye bo ma paso
minority ye yade pa and ye ko kuma se ko share dum for senior ye budget so na me say ezie ye nu ye ho ene wo kokuma se a ena me ko Offenso esiada no ye dum kania sa
kan ye dum de en kran so sa o
ye dum kania sa
okay mate ye kodi staba istewe de se mamunum kania mamunum ye kania ye kodi base ba sure
na 24-hour economy no so ye ba na ya kan nyina ho
obi ama me ba kwa se de me document na amanwumi makan me kan se makan twice me hu do mo ka anyway and to the oba why
me ba na 24-hour economy na no me ye debate for parliament me kan me say Mr. Speaker kase yentro one page obi antro one page about 24-hour economy obi abegani free parliament ho if you say and o friend this for a do be now sisi na so omo nchechiro mu obi awo na sekire obi awo sekire foforo na do yes o dey free SHS
obi atiase one D1F obi atiase agenda 111 obi atiase yeah
agenda obi atiase na 24-hour economy obi antihwe aso obi antibia and one say ebonyum odi asempa na bo dum so no odi abo
but that's it yabi adwa ye kodi sa we ba e saba bishia all right it MPP member of parliament for Offenso South and ranking member food and agriculture na yene edi enkomo no honorable Isaac Yawopoku kuka se no wawie ho wawie de menko ni ho ana ani yenkoi eti nkona na honorable so edi abe issues the person
medawase mse me senior man kuka wa kan asem no nyina wie na kakra me de kan woni se cocaine issue here by it was establish fact bi on say omemu ase no ye de mra na bu man yo ye fa bibi ye fa no whistleblowers act act 720 eno na ebo se bitimamufo a uhu bibi a e was say uyi omom ye responsible na so 3 no mo make sure say the right thing is done so hu eno ntini ye say see something say something uhu bibi a ka bibi na uhu bibi na wo ka bibi a onya suspect you become a witness. And as of now, no honorable John Tim Fojo enya suspect.
There be saying.
Enya suspect. Or you're just a witness to aid in the investigation process to be able to ascertain the fact of the matter. So, man penetro on the Facebook with one. So I say, NIB, narcotic, Yoko, one national skill for nyan and collaborated with honorable John Tim Fojo. Na yem pensemu. Na yem the real issue. Na head and half of them no.
So monti ase. Felix kwacho fuzi say when the president enya adwin. Watet na ma wontai.
Na Felix fuzi kwacho no na appointed president and as a president na appointed no.
Oh,
for so kwache was so who say or acting on behalf of the president. And the president not say na was we are. Oh, you don't go out there and say something different.
But in reality, say what in who?
Nuntina, Usha, ne kasa, ne church bi ode about nyina. Ensisi so. E oduwa wa kan bibi foforo. Oba ha no kan bibi foforo. Ensema ho kan nyina ensisi so. And a question back so ebusa ne say, adentina ban emma kwan ma national security for narcotic and I before na kasa ma out and be defend this whole issue. Na philosopher so kwachi net in fin on na chese or pass. Na sami je fin nam touch line. Na we nam ha. Aden. Aden. Minority there they are can. You say we are not going to prevent Honorable Donatien for you to appear before any committee to aid in the investigation process. But what we will not agree is the intimidation and then the bulldozer tactics of arrest. We will not allow it because
Rambo style.
Honorable Donatien for you a sitting member of parliament. And to open now, go through the standing orders of parliament. You know how to get a member of parliament to appear before a committee for an investigation. You don't go out there and arrest them. Ya be kana mo so na nya arrest no mo koso mo ko invite no na o koso ko invite obi a ye di tuo AK47 nipa be 20
ya o
max
ya ko obi
me o na mo fi obi
akwaba ko bi mask na e draws ana se den
na bi mo sha shorts e bi mo sha singlet ni ade na se afa na ya national security apparatus no baby e reduce na ba bedu no enti be sra ban John Dramani Mahama, you won the election through the ballot. You did not win the election through the gun. Enti ya dia wo mara kwan so. Sa buga life no, e twam wo honom. Secondly, the issue of Boko. Me dia na me mpese de politics be fa Boko nsensem.
But John Mahama say politics.
But ade no so no one team free one mu a na nyi yi. Back then no position Ewura Mahama be ka che say Boko, in fact, organize Boko ahemfunya na ka kire mo say whenever NPP is in government, you know, Boko issue escalating. No monto abama no ba obe make sure say finality will be brought to the issue of Boko.
Yeah.
Today he is president. Then issue of Boko.
And to kwana fe ni mwaye ding.
And then issue of Boko.
Press conference omo say within the past 3 months, ye NDC ba ben mu no. Nipa be 20 ne. So
there's another school of thought and so say who share Boko enclave now. About 90% of them vote for the NDC. In the time of NPP wa be sento ko be free one mo NDC for the share chide. No munu janim. Because munu mo dos wo hono. So hu but me pese de politics be reverence in same way because the issue of that bomb Yeru Akufo-Addo e de nasi hono through the Asante-Hene and make sure say peace and finality will be brought to the people of Dagbon. And then there is peace in Dagbon. And now call Dagbon just say obia ya de or say what there is no war, there is no conflict and to kwasem bi ani ho wetim waka me bi ani Dagbon.
Dabi.
Yeru Dankwa Akufo-Addo o be free abemu no san de Boko issue e ma da Asante-Hene to handle. Interest na NDC for omontwe omo na Asante-Hene Yeru Otumfuo o say tutu or making sure say Dagbon issue no obe resolve it. Na mbom no me suggest bibi say yeah free stakeholders to engage them to solve the issue of Boko. Youth leaders na misina mankoka kan wan say youth leaders no must be engaged. Man ko friend kwakrafo no kwanko hye dem kwa be kwakrafo no nyom no mutututuo no nti atutu ase kan no mebru na yesa.
Yeah.
And the youth leaders must also be engaged. Na we say Boko omo Boko nyina no omo nipa baako me de me kam say Boko fo mu kunkum ho mu kuna mu kum ho nyina wia ho na be Boko na aba e na ho na be subject no
ayo
e fo so bia ni so
dabi
se me na me Boko na aba wo me na me adian mu nyina mu kuna mu kum ho wia na de na aba nti be sire omo mo kwan na Asante-Hene nya de enso afane nyina na o make sure say peace e be bad Boko. Second koku asem me be afo asuma me
oh sir
godon me winim say Ghana had a watching
of course
ukọ half region in Mpotemu a ye kan Ghana ha region mo contribute to the cocoa production pa untimi mbo region bienu enya from free muda
and say Western North any half.
that is it
It's a Western North on so the omni
so say half den de gina mu pa ero dondoma ni mahama na rukopoku a ono ya half ni di hia odi MP wa half ekoye press conference ni ato force mu nyina wodade so aba half region executive south to be precise e ka che Ghana for nyina say koko bo 3100 akufo do aban e to free akuafo hodom no e kro no na mbom no so mo nya kwanyina so mo ba omo beto koko bag ba ku bia 7000 Ghana cedis. This was the position of the NDC back then in opposition. Another na asesa another price na akufo ado ekoton koko no wamono no na mo so boko amokoton nti akufo ado koton wamono ne no tumi ma akuafo 3100 now say we say e so bobe man 7000 na wo so ba ye sa price akufo ado koje ne no na wo koje dia na be ka che me say ontu koko mu a me ti ase nya ye
the man ye hu ni say the koko bo wamono ne bo aye
ekosoro che akufo ado nti ade na muntum na onim bibi muntu koko mu akuafo no omo bre already say onum say cement bag ekọ anim cement bag what to move say ano the least one 130 Ghana cedis one bag of cement
na say police say shorty
so onwo ye beda be soro mo say almost 1st May almost also the 18.something% ebeto electricity mu ni ensuo mu na mahama adan to akuafo no ba emu a wo se wuntum adwuma for to o makatu emu a wo se be wo 10% o mo 10% ni wie ya se o se sa 10% ni kwanpo no ye be calculate e wo 2012 basic pay so how nye 2025 o 2012 de so na ye calculate no
alongo bra na me peke course be 5 course
wo wie ye no so no what's also the 18% about betu so at the end of the day no ti memini na wo omampenyi o ma wakwanya obedi o man no so wie no eno ma wa so ade gu ti memufo so omuko mu bu so wo ti memufo ko mu bu but you see Ghana for so do baby a me blame omo kakra because I will say Ghana enyini enti ni kwan say e ma ho kwan ma politician bi be gina honum tutu nsem bi akeke na ye gini di ewa mahami you be president da ye nimu no ye wa ku fọdọ be ken wo se o mampanyi mahama ye nimu nsa ho adwuma ye nimu nsa ho adwuma wa ye bi da we know what you are capable of doing nti ye den otimi be gina honum tutu nsem gu ya sumama ye gini di mese ye to abama so mesa medi ye so
na weekend so mo ko zitechima na
Enra techiman
okay omo kon launch feed Ghana sedin te say plan for food and jobs are mo asesandi na for mo feed Ghana
me say
na president Mahama ne erikopoku mu kasa no asifu sa afedo mu free baby fufra ba asasifo so ya president Mahama ka say shameful say Ghana ye import enkoko ena mesi na wo be ye president the vice president for 8 years no
na wonim say sa problem
say can what be resolve ya say can answer and come back all of a sudden John Mahama new breed bia new creation abode foforo oba oma Ghana da na wo can see in the media we are looking for him to run away with media
Gordon okay media kaka meka ne say Ghana for omumfa nche MPP unim de ntia me no baby ametin I feel say MPP ya Ghana for bone kakra bone ya Ghana for ne say ye ma ye ho kwan ma ye muchiche ye mom omampanyini Mahama sabaye president because in Ghana here no ye political party oboa ma Ghana for ho to no mu yia ye NPP it dey kwan say ma ye ho kwan ma ye muchiche say obi betra say be dem nto aba mom ampanyini Mahama sabedi o man so e na hwe de amodi Ghana for fam
areho
hwe de amodi Ghana for fam nte be sere Ghana for ni MPP for nyina say de asibia no omomfa nto omachi na mom ne yen hwe de da yanim ne yam nyina yen sit around the table to discuss and find a way forward and rescue this country from the hands of this government because I dey wait to us to the next 3 4 5 years Ghana be
Mame kwa humano so ni come voice na motie no MPP youth activists one of the communicators 0201455555 0201455555 me be telephone lines no ya pick up about 5 calls ebe mu wi se pe na ya wrap up ni asori jami adu me channel pa na ya sa e de enko aba 0201455555 telephone lines e de ye adwa no nyi 0201455555 koka yanko answer na se course ni ba ye be pick intermittent issues no
yes gold your friends diamond
and diamond
ayokoso say process na ayokoso no the intention say ye the magana ni in the right process after say ye pros and cons ni way say onipa kono wo hodada no the new investor no and the new direction no ebeboa Ghana okay but se nipa na oba no ontumi meet the standard ontumi meet the requirements na me mumfa so enkoye say because president is a box idea
hello good evening
hello good evening
me pacho odi me biaka say free
pacho say
odi ni me biaka say free why ahai e want me radio
me ka free agent
me pacho odi no akasa straight away
ye di ka me bom abaso
me pacho mitie wo
ye di ka me bom abaso na offensive sawage no so me finiti ono so me bon abaso na age ko so sorry nyam pese mi du me se sa TikTok ase hwan na se ebe mu se 17 last week otumfo ontimi ya santi nyina aso wo be na obedi ni okuma se mu sa ade no ntimi mpa gba me boni se mamu ma otumfo nkoso ko se boko de uko ne nyame amoa no bi tutu ho ho we ene chese ya feri ake because Kevin Taylor so only him wo asante man nyina na obedi him wo kuma se kwa ye nya mo husem enti wo mu pa ya sem
mame me sewa we de me sewa emane hawo otumfo dabon enye ne dia enso adabon asem no ye ba so no Ghana man nyina president aba from President Kufuor, Professor Mills to President Mahama, then to Nana Kufuor. 4 presidents eka se otumfo le betima kan asem no na mencha de asundwe ababoko enti se tibon koso ni biti baby yaba mu nkotiete ma muti mpa mo why misrem a why near fa the scholar anyasa kuka to aso
na so onipa ko no evaluation ni bibi abefiti a yenye
okay to boy na metete pa hello good evening
good evening god
ba jo did baby aka say free
yes ma laji mi se sika so ma kise si entity telephone bi ebi abojo mama abaso se oko boko asem na oko dan otunfo no ma ko pani to kwa oboku na se aba na akoda ya entity telephone bi na abaso na ntise harassment ye harasi MPP fo nya de opini wa kasa ho yo nyame wo ho why o fe na
God day we day me that say God day we day and Ghana here we all day and it's you try enkomo no so I can just 10 minutes na say time no aso enti ba me hwe say next call the bar and I'm cook am ko just say the meeting cook yankoi
it is asem na papa ga metie me hu dwini mi
yeah
say ya comment ya ba e ma na nya onwanwa
na wo ko da man
that mind my can we say process no right ne saade na but sa 3 days 4 days ultimatum ye di soldier for no aduma ye wo PR ni HR aduma how to get the people back to their normal life, how to hand over the pits and the minds processes ne sa normal esi e ko through ninya no nyina no abotre
almost 18th of this month, just say 4 days time. I was almost someone in many na if you da man minds or no or more sorry so it the or more canon. My mention say ubi besa abebima na okay what up galamsey na someone can be
galamsey ni the a revenue for gold board a revenue for gold board say adwuma asa enti gold board ba na abeto ba with the incoming gold board no galamsey be jinse more and yenkai who say send your man for me if you say gold board the answer no gold board is not the answer because you don't control world market ti say ne send your cocoa price akosoro a obi decide say on the own tum no
okay Mati all right my main pick last caller and I say last but two. Hello good evening.
Hello good evening God.
Me pacho odi me be akase free na wa can straight away near why
yeah God I'm for yeah maybe 2020 election one NDC for vote o munya ye no omo making machine no na start here and omo perfect in 2024 it mo me ehwe ho yi na ye mo mo dey say ko biometric no pinch ye ko biometric extremo ka na to bi abu this time we are going biometric because omo making machine no onom da ko fi extremo na ye kan ye fu ye ba na ye tutu na talk to extremo
yes so yeah that's it and yeah we be sound line so hello good evening.
Good evening Gono
pacho odi me be akase free
me kasa free tamana me dey preko hello
Wanonko street me tell nka preko wanonko
okay na nadu danko akufo de juma waye Ghana the fourth republic is abambia ni bi hello
de kasa me tell nka pa
Akufo is the first president to free Akonga Swat Ghana for the first time in the history. If you Kwame Nkrumah bless our debt grew to GDP 5.7 in the history of Ghana, you didn't see that. Akufo is the first president of Ghana. One more police for helicopters, 3 Ghana, you didn't see that. Akufo is the first president of Ghana. What digitalizing the whole Ghana economy in the first time in our history, you didn't see that. Akufo is the first president of Ghana. One every constituency be ambulance for Ghana. He didn't see that. Akufo is the first president of Ghana. What see interchanges? Only Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. More than any government, Ghana he didn't see that. What I say, a Juma na go down for Akufo why apaya why at court for Adaya West see if you police form Bangalore Adaya West see any school Adaya university see you know. Nanado. And no propaganda ni aproni we wo kumsa Akufo nyashi no all time nyanso you time no see system na ka reject ndi a reject chomo and no omo de omo guso say ya chiwe ya yewe system na ka reject chomo
Mate me das nyame aduma ye besa atwaso ni just a minute na ye sorry so ye de nyina ba wi just a minute
and gold board de krata be pia bontin all licenses are PMMC issue ye nyina ma revoke ni nyina
ya ba sasa New Jerusalem
yes and you know me because home the biggest scandal ever hit on man winning will come from the gold board because I order on my ejapade nyina ko hye nipa ba ko nsa se
$279 million
easy
like you say foreigners motor gold wo Ghana nyina obu nyina
obia adan
ese ya na sase prada de ya paper ho nyina virtual BMMC ni de ye obi adi
enti no I mean I feel say I say ye chinchin kofu kuo bi nsa ama nkofo kakra bi anya do anya so opportunity no anya mu say tam
ena ye bie China de be mining na use of Ghana
emwa
mine so ko
ade ne ye bie mu na obia nya bi obia ye bia obia be fa obia djuma abo mo man na de tumpon na say ya chichi wo bi ansa say wo bese wo to gold kwa na nkohu sami jemfi ma on sinsa wo krata ma wa undimi to gold wa mema
of course what na yesi
sami jemfi
eso na yesi
me da wasin
all right ebusa for brother society me sorry so the we bi ase Kristo Kweku ye da ase Mr. Asante Monso Yedamase MCR for nyina masa ebi ene Akalan GH Billy Yedas of course Adungo ene ye me producer Koka Ebase Mokwaku ose Kranchesi edu Koka Felix Nanaya ade eye uti regional organizer MPP ena ni komi so eba ma yibidi enkomo and then of course Honorable Isaac ya Puku member of parliament for Offensive South on a year ranking member on food and agriculture our parliament MPP ni inti ono so ni di enkomo nyame adoma yidi stevia oba studio ni natrase yedi ko aka koko ni agriculture ho ensempa e Ghana me am di dwede ucha femi Gordon Asare-Bediako nyame adoma channel pa yebehia kwaku daru program so ye frɛ no movement in the morning. Good night.